All right, thanks, guys. Coming off another 4-1 day on my Patreon website yesterday. Nice winning day for us. We've had a lot of those as of late. It's going to put us at 19-4 in our last 23 extra daily picks on that site. And of course, the extra daily pick is a package that I offer that's just $2.99 through the end of the month. We're also 7-1 in our last 8 college basketball tier package plays. And the good news is we have a college basketball tier package play going off tonight. Guys, we're over 1,100 members on that Patreon website. A lot of good stuff in the comments section. Really, it's like a forum over there. A lot of ideas, a lot of different plays being shared. It's a really good time. It's a great price. If you're interested, click the link in the description section below. You can at least check out my current record for free right on the homepage. That is patreon.com/BrockPage. Now, guys, we got ourselves a nice slate of NBA action. Of course, Xfinity updated their app, so we got a different background, but hey, we're going to have to go with it. I like the other background. You have the teams stacked on top of each other. The background's a little bit more dark, but either way, I've never had good lighting in my videos. We all know that as the production quality of this program, not all that great. We're all about the content, I guess. But anyway, let's go ahead and dive into it, beginning with the Hawks taking on the Cavaliers. 7 o'clock Eastern tip-off in Cleveland. The Hawks are the 2-point favorite on the road, total at 233. Now, we did see a half a point move toward Atlanta and movement upward on the total. The Hawks open 1.5 up to -2. Total open 232 up to 233. 89% are leaning Atlanta, 59% shaded toward the over. Right now, the Cavaliers are plus 105 on the money line. Kevin Love listed as questionable for tonight's action. The Cavs have dropped their last 6 straight. They're also just 1-9 straight up in their last 10. The Cavaliers rank in the bottom 5 in scoring, bottom 5 in points allowed. They've won just 6 out of 28 home games this year, and they're just 30% against the spread in their last 10. Now, right now, the Cavaliers are in last place in the Eastern Conference at 13-40 overall for the year, and they currently have the second worst record in the NBA. They rank dead last in defensive field goal percentage, bottom 3 in points allowed at home. They've successfully covered the point spread in just 9 out of 28 home games. Now, Atlanta on the other side, 3-1 against the number in their last 4 themselves. They have successful point spread covers over the likes of Boston and Philadelphia within their last 10. Capella and Bembry, they are upgraded to questionable for tonight's action. And when it comes to the scoring in this one, 4 out of Atlanta's last 5 games did get over the number. They're also 80% to the over in their last 10. Cleveland on the other side, 7-2 to the over in their last 9. I'm going to lean Atlanta -2. And the over 233 in that game. Next matchup, Pistons taking on the Magic, 7 o'clock Orlando. The Magic are -7.5, total 206. We saw a 1-point fade of Orlando and movement upward on the total. The Magic open 8.5 down to -7.5. Total open 205 and a hook up to 206. 58% are leaning Orlando, 73% shaded toward the over. Right now the Pistons are plus 270 on the money line. Now, if you like the Pistons in this matchup here, just keep in the back of your mind that they've dropped 8 out of their last 10 games. They also went just 30% against the spread in those 10. Rose and Mahalik are listed as questionable. Griffin and Kennard are out indefinitely. The Pistons rank in the bottom 10 in scoring, dead last in offensive rebounding. They're currently in 11th place in the Eastern Conference at just 19-37 overall for the year. They also rank in the bottom 5 in defensive field goal percentage, bottom 10 in road offensive rebounding. Now, a couple more things to add about the Pistons. They've won just 8 out of 26 road games. They're also just 9-17 against the spread in those games away from home. Orlando, on the other side, first in points allowed, 14-13 straight up at home. Nick Vucevic, 19 points a game, 11 boards, 4 assists. Evan Fournier, 19 points a game, 3 assists for him. And Aaron Gordon, 14 points a game, 7 rebounds for this Magic team. 4 out of Orlando's last 5 did get over the number. Detroit, 33-23 to the over on the year. I'm going to lean Magic -7.5 and the over 206 in that game. Next contest, Raptors taking on the Nets, 7:30 Brooklyn. The Raptors are minus 2.5, total 220 and a hook. We have a half a point move toward Toronto and movement upward on the total. The Raptors open as the 2-point favorite, up to minus 2.5. Total open 220, up to 220 and a hook. Gasol's out for Toronto. Ibaka is listed as questionable, but Toronto, the hottest team in the association right now. They have depth. They have guys that are role players, guys that can really step up. They've won their last 15 straight games. They're also 19-7 straight up on the road. They rank in the top 10 in scoring, top 3 in shooting the three ball. They're currently in second place in the Eastern Conference at 40-14 overall for the year. They also rank in the top 5 in points allowed, top 3 in defensive field goal percentage. Pascal Siakam, Pascal Siakam, 24 points a game, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Kyle Lowry, 20 points a game, 5 rebounds, 8 assists for him. And Freddie VanVleet, 18 points a game, 7 assists, and 2 steals. We're looking at a Toronto team who ranks first in the NBA in points allowed on the road, top 3 in defensive field goal percentage. They're allowing just 104 points per contest when they travel. Now, Brooklyn on the other side, they rank in the bottom 10 in offensive field goal percentage, bottom 10 in defensive rebounding. They are currently 4 games under 500. They failed to cover against the likes of Washington and the Knicks within their last 10. They also rank in the bottom 10 in offensive three-point percentage. Total-wise, Toronto's 5-0 to the over in their last 5. They're also 80% to the over in their last 10. I'm going to lean Toronto minus 2.5. And the over 220 and a hook in that game. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take a quick timeout and welcome you to the show. Got some lines of personal leans out for Wednesday's NBA action. Happy Wednesday to you. Happy hump day to you. The weekend is almost, here. It's right around the corner. We are halfway there. Now, before we go ahead and move on, just got to quickly remind you once again to check me out on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage, where we do daily premium sports picks on that site, beginning at just $1.99 per month. Guys, we went 4-1 yesterday in our 5 premium picks on that site. It's going to improve our record to 19-4 in our last 23 extra daily picks on that site. And of course, like I said earlier, the extra daily pick is a package that I offer, which is just $2.99 through the end of the month. We're also currently 7-1 in our last 8 college basketball package plays. And the good news is we have a college basketball tier package play going off tonight. Once again, guys, we're over 1,100 patrons on that site, 1,100 members. We have a lot of great discussion on that site, a lot of action in the comments section. And I'll tell you this much, guys, it's just a really, really good time over there. You are protected, against any kind of malicious, language or derogatory kind of words towards you. We have a really, really good community over there and a lot of good stuff over there. So, yeah, we do get disappointed when, we lose games. But as far as name calling and abusive behavior over there, we don't tolerate that. And it's certainly something that I have a little bit more control of over there versus here on YouTube, where it's like the, YouTube's like the wild, wild west. Anybody can